Welcome to our class today, and today I'm going to take you through a topic by the name completing square method. Now, in tackling any question in a completing square method, you have to understand that there is some steps that they should be considered. I'm going to take you through the steps which you should consider when tackling a completing square method question. Now, step number 1 is if a is not equal to 1, divide the quadratic by a. So that's the step number 1. I'll show you in an example. Step number 2, write the quadratic in the form of x squared plus bx is equals to c. This c is the constant in the quadratic question. Step number 3 is add b over 2 squared to both sides of the equation. Now our question will be x squared plus bx plus b over 2 into squared, which is this formula, is equals to c, which is our constant. Then we add b over 2 squared. Step number 4, I'm going to show you, which is factor the left side of the equation into a perfect square. When you factor into a perfect square, our equation will be x plus b over 2 into squared is equals to constant plus b over 2 squared. Now the last step, after this step, now you will have completed everything in a completing square equation. Square root both sides of the equation and solve for x. Now after you square root this one, our equation will be x plus b over 2 is equals to plus or minus square root of constant plus b over 2 squared. Now we come to our example, which I have set for you here to show you the steps that I've shown you through. Our question is 2x squared plus 7x plus 6 is equals to 0. Now this is where the point we start with our step 1, which states if a is not equal to 1, divide the quadratic by a. Now this is our a here and is not equal to 1, so we are going to divide all sides by 2 by 2 by 2. Now our answer will be, this one will cancel this one, so it will be x squared plus 7 over 2x plus this one will cancel, will be 3 equals to what? To 0. So that's our step number 1. So our step number 2 states write the quadratic in the form of x squared plus bx is equals to c. Now let's write in that form, so it will be x squared plus 7 over 2x. Now this 3 is taken this side, it will be negative 3. Now we get into step number 3, which says add b over 2 into bracket squared to both sides of the equation. Now we are going to add, so it will be x squared plus 7 over 2x plus, we add now our what? We are going to add our b over 2 squared. So our b over 2, b will be 7 over 2, we multiply by 1 over 2 squared is equals to our constant, which is negative 3. Then we add what is in the bracket, which is 7 over 2 multiplied by 1 over 2 squared. So this is our third step. Now in our fourth step states factor the left side of the equation into perfect square. Now first of all, we have to multiply what is in the bracket. So it will be x squared plus 7 over 2x plus 7 multiplied by 1 is equals to 7 over 2 multiplied by 2, which is 4. This one will be squared is equals to negative 3, which is our constant, plus 7 multiplied by 1 is 7 over 2 multiplied by 2, which is 4, and this one is squared. Now here is where we come to our step number 4, which factor the left side of the equation into perfect square. Now here we are going to pick x plus 7 over 4 squared is equals to negative 3 plus, now square of 7 is 49, square of 4 is 16. Now here this one can be worked out as x plus 7 over 4. So it will be x plus 7 over 4 into squared. Then we are going to add our constant plus 49 over 16. So it's negative 3 plus 49 over 16. So our answer will be 1 over 16. Now, in this step now, we come to our last step, which says square root both sides of the equation and solve for x. Now we are going to square root here for us to remove this squared, and then we square root here. Then this one should be plus or minus. So if we square this one will cancel this one, and it will remain as x plus 7 over 4 is equals to, so the square root will be plus or minus. So the square root of 1 is 1, but square root of 16 is 4. Now we are going to solve for what? For x. Now we come to the last part here, which we start with x. So this one is plus 7 over 4 is equals to plus or minus 1 over 4. So we are going to take this one to this side, so it will be x is equals to, we are going to start with addition, so plus 1 over 4. If this one comes this side, it becomes a negative 7 over 4. So our x here will be, if we add, if it is 1 over 4, subtract 7 over 4, what will be our answer? So our answer here will be going to be negative 1.5. So this is our first x. Our second x, we are going to calculate using a negative. So it will be x is equals to negative 1 over 4, negative 7 over 4. So our x will be negative 1 over 4 minus 7 over 4. So our answer will be negative 2. So x is equals to, we're going to write x is equals to negative 1.5 or negative 2. So this is our answer in this question. So our question is a completing square question, and it's very simple. It's only simple if you follow these steps. If you don't, then you will mess up and you will get a wrong answer. I thank you all for watching this for watching this channel too. I wish you to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Thank you very much.